Hey everyone, Michael with armchairbuilder.com here. Hey, we're continuing our blog series on how to build a home. We're taking you through all the steps required to create a quality home at a great price.
At this point, you're ready to create your scopes of work and specifications. If you've missed any of the previous steps on how to build a home, stop by our blog at armchairbuilder.com to get caught up.
Before we start, I'd like to say, don't shut the video off just yet. I know this is a dull topic, but it will make or break your project. Whether you're building a new home or remodeling an existing one, you'll absolutely must have a detailed scopes of work and specification for every building activity to avoid problems. Many of the horror stories you've heard about building stem from not having detailed scopes of work and specifications. So don't become one of the stories. So what kinds of things can go wrong if you don't have a detailed scopes of work and specification for each activity when building?
The wrong material is used. What if you wanted a concrete tile roof, but instead you got asphalt shingles? The quality is inferior. What if your plumber doesn't place your basement rough in plumbing and you have to cut concrete to get it in? Or what if the plumbing subcontractor doesn't follow code and cuts a hole in your floor joist in the wrong spot?
The good news is owner builders have access to some really detailed professional scopes of work and specifications. In fact, we have a great package of them right here at the armchairbuilder.com e-store. These will give you a good head start, but you'll still need to make modifications to fit your particular project.
So what exactly is a scope of work and specification? Well, it's a document that gives the quality requirements, material and product details, and general job site procedures. Quality requirements are things like type of concrete to use for walkways or the thickness of asphalt to use for the driveway. We also outline who supplies material, equipment, and labor. You don't want to get a big bill at the end of the job for asphalt material or forms used.
Let's take a look at the scopes of work and specifications for drywall, for example. You want to make sure the vendors are all bidding on the same type of work, otherwise you'll get back very different bids. Also, you don't want any surprises later on. If you don't specify that you want rounded drywall corners and the drywaller assumes square, your budget numbers will be wrong, or even worse, the wrong corners will be installed. We don't want anyone to have to make assumptions. Assumptions lead to problems. Also included in the drywall scopes of work and specifications are various details on nailing the drywall board, scrap material responsibilities, finishing detail, and so on. Because building practices and codes vary by region in the United States, you or your builder consultant will want to go through each of the scopes of work and specifications prior to sending them out to bid. Inevitably, there will be changes that need to be made. The general scopes of work and specification sheets contain information that is relevant to all of your subcontractors. These include general job site procedures and requirements, like following all OSHA regulations, and the responsibility for site cleanup. It's really important to put the time into modifying your scopes of work to fit your particular home because they'll be used throughout the entire project.
First, you'll use them when bidding out the project to let the subs know what to price out. Then you'll use them again in your contract with your subcontractors and suppliers. This will protect you in case they have what I call selective memory. And last, you'll reference them throughout the project to make sure things are being done as you had intended.
As a professional builder, I really can't say this enough. Be sure to use detailed scopes of work and specifications for your building projects. They will save you time, money, and hassles. So stay tuned to our blog as we'll continue our detailed series on how to build a home.